Alright guys, so in this short video I'm going to show you how to find the mean and the standard deviation of group data, not just a list of data like we did in the previous video. So in a situation like this, in which instead of giving you a huge list of numbers, there's always the need of grouping them to have a more compact way to display the data. So in this case we have this data set that represents the weights of cats at a cat show that are grouped in different classes, like the first class, which is all the cats that are between 0 and 4 pounds, which is 18 cats, all the cats between 5 and 9 pounds, all the cats between 10 and 14 pounds, etc. Okay, so in this case we need to do some calculations before we can find the actual mean and the standard deviation of it. So we need to find the midpoints of each class. So in this case, the midpoint of the first class is 2, because 0 plus 2, we divide that by 2. So to get the midpoints, we add the endpoints of the class and divide by 2. Adding the endpoints of the second class, 5 plus 9, that's 14, that's going to give us 7. 10 plus 14, that's 24, divide by 2, you get 12. So these are the midpoints of the class. So in this case we need to label this as L1 and L2 in this order, because otherwise if you do the other way around you are going to get the wrong answer. Okay, so let's go to our calculator. Let's input the data here. So we're going to go to Stat, Edit, and in L1 I'm going to input the midpoints to enter, 7 enter, 12 enter, 17 enter, 22 enter. On the second column, all the frequencies, 18 enter, 21 enter, 33 enter, 17 enter, and 5 enter. So we need to make sure not to have any additional elements in. They have to match. In this case, there's 5 elements in each column. Otherwise, you're gonna get a weird error. All right, so I'm gonna quit here, and then I'm gonna go back to Stat. So for Stat, I'm gonna click one to the right. Okay, click one to the right to reach the calc, and I'm going to click the one var stat. So in this case, sometimes some calculators are not going to give you this populated this frequency list. Let me delete here. Sometimes they're just going to give you the L1, which is for the list. The frequency list is the part of the number of the list that has the frequencies, which in this case is L2. Now, how do we type that L2? Okay, so first, notice that the L's are in blue on the graphing calculator. So in order to reach those, you will first need to click the second button. Be sure that you get that arrow flashing in black, and then L2, and it's going to be typed for you. And then you go calculate. Okay, and that's the mean. Here, this is how you are going to get the mean and the standard deviation. Okay, again, it's going to depend what are we talking about? Are we talking about a sample or a population? All right, so in this case, they're telling us the weight of the cats at a cat show. In this case, it sounds a lot like all the cats. They're not telling us, for example, the weight of 94 cats from a cat show. In that case, in that situation, we will be looking at a sample. Since in this case, they're basically telling us all the cats at the cat show. So, well, we are going to look at the mean mu, which is 10.4 pounds, and the standard deviation, which is 5.7. Again, notice how I'm using the rounding rules, because I have integers. I round to 1 decimal more than that. Okay, now older calculators are not going to show you. Let me go to Stat. When you click calc one var stats, older calculators may not give you this list L1 and L, so you can put L1 and L2 here and then calculate. Older calculations, when you click the Stat calc one var stats are going to show you the following. Alright, they're going to show you the following. So let me put some light here. Yes, here it is. It's just going to show you one var stat. So you will need to type L1, L2 by yourself. So first of all, where it's flashing here, click second, and then look for L1, which is right here. And it's going to put it for you. And then press the comma, do the second again, and look for L2. And click enter. And that's the same numbers as the ones we have there. Okay, so let me just show you just so you can compare, and that's going to be the same values. All right, so this is the end of this video. I'll see you in the other video.